Okay, excuse my messed up suit in the back. I have no idea what happened to it. I gotta go get it washed. But anywho, any housers, welcome back to my channel. If you are not familiar, my name is Akari, and I'm not sure how you would describe my channel to somebody else, but I am a guy who rambles about things that I am very, moved about. Let's put it that way. Anywho, today, the topic that we are very moved about is social media, the decline, the degradation of the mind. I don't think degradation is a word. I keep saying it. I feel like it's a word, so I'm going to keep saying it. And if it's not, Webster, you know what to do. Oxford, you know what to do. But yeah, the decline and just the things that social media and technology and screens have done to humanity. Now, before I get too deep into this, or before we just start talking about this, I want you guys to understand something here. That if you're in your 20s, if you're in your late 20s, 30s, and any time before, you come from a time of where the technology boom, where screens was in everybody's hands and pockets and homes, where screens was everywhere. Pretty much, it was just within your lifetime, just within your lifespan. That's some good water. But for the people a little bit older, they also have a unique experience. They lived in a time where they lived at least, a good, a chunk of their teenage years, a chunk, at least to their, early 20s without screens being in their phones all the time, to then, all of a sudden, screens being the new norm. This is a screen right here. I guess, technically, my screen has a camera. I'm trying to throw this cup away. Technically the screen has a camera. This camera has a screen. Have a PC, have a laptop. We have a lot of screens in our day. And we have a lot of distractions on these screens. We have a lot of things on these screens that tend to distract us and keep our attention for a long time. And one of those things is what, ladies and gentlemen? Social media. Yes, social media. Social media plays such a huge role in, our everyday life now. It seems like we can't do much without social media. Can't interact. We can't, live. We can't breathe. We can't sleep. It's bad. Specifically, ones like TikTok, Instagram, X, as it is formerly known as Twitter, and various other ones, very niche ones that, not many two people talk about or use, but are still heavily used by, a core audience. Now, to many of the viewers, this may not really seem like too big of a deal, or we might not see the immediately on the surface just quite yet what actually no I take that back. I think we do see on the surface what is a problem with screens. I think we do see on the surface what is a problem with screens, but we ignore it. Now let's get deeper into that one. So, okay, well, first I want to preface it by saying that, this is something relatively new. This is, screens is something that, technology, screens, computers in our hands is something that is it's just not new, but it's because obviously it's new, but it's revolutionary. I don't think, I mean, intellectuals, people who think about these type of things, I hope I think that they all kind of like collectively agree that, you know, the technological boom is second that of, you know, the industrial revolution, the agricultural, boom. These are the industry of technology is one that has completely revolutionized humanity for, you know, some could say the better. I'm here to argue the the other side on this one. Although I'm a balanced guy. You know, me personally, I believe that, you know, there's, you know, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the yada yada of life, and I'm just here to shed light, if anything, on the, you know, negative aspects of social media, because I don't think they've been talked about quite thoroughly. I think everything that has been said about it has been like, we see that this is happening and we see that this is happening, but I don't really see anything saying like, okay, like with conviction on it. I guess you can't, because like I said, it's early, but I mean, anecdotally, from what I've seen, from, you know, my measly 20 so years on this life, from what I've seen, it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot. So first, I just want to ask you a question. I don't know personally. I'll have to look at the data, but how much time do you spend on social media? You know, ask yourself that. How much time do you spend on social media? You know, ask yourself, sorry, my mom just hit something. Back to what I was saying. Ask yourself, how much time do you spend on social media? Ask yourself, how much time do you spend looking at a screen? Now, I'm not going to cap to y'all. I've spent days where I was sitting and looking at a screen at least probably every moment of a day. Every moment of a day, I was probably looking at a screen. There was not a moment of the day that I wasn't looking at a screen. Even when I went to sleep, the last thing that I saw was a screen. And I don't think you guys understand how suffocating and how destructive that is for a human. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't study humans, at least not currently. I can't even tell you the real, effects that it truly have, like scientifically speaking. But what I can say is that it has, made people, men, women, into the worst possible versions of themselves ever imaginable. Gosh. Now, I think a lot of people can agree that, our generation of, 20, 30, 12 teenagers are some of the most hardest. I say this, I'll probably say this on almost every video, but I work with kids. I work with middle schoolers. And they're some of the most disturbed, weirdly placed children I've ever interacted with. Now, I did not work with children before COVID, because before COVID, myself, I was, technically still, I was in high school, so I was technically still a child. And boy, it's just like, the kids, they don't talk, they don't talk back to you. They talk back, but like, they'll be like standing on the side, right? Looking off where like they like have something like really important to look at. Like all of a sudden they care about, nature and stuff like that. They're like, Oh yeah, like I be trying to talk to them like, hey, do you hear me? You know, we have to try to keep you safe, so let's not, run off and blah blah blah. They be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the moment I start talking longer than 2 seconds, it gets worse. Like it's like they don't even start replying. They stop replying after that. They're just like, and I'm like, do you hear me? They're like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, do you? Yeah, it's like they can only speak in LOL and for real and real and skibbity toilet. And I I I even I even sometimes reveal. I kind of break the fourth wall with the kids sometimes. I kind of break the fourth wall with the kids, and I kind of just like randomly say stuff like like skibbity toilet, and I randomly just be like like Kai Cenat, Ohio, just to see how they react, right? And they indeed, it looks foolish for me to like be like, hey, skibbity toilet, like it's dumb. It looks dumb. Like for me, a grown man, to be like, oh, Kai Cenat, oh yeah, like it looks dumb. So, I do it to show them like, hey, like I look dumb, and you you do too. Like you, just because you're a kid does not mean like you're. These are eighth graders, and like okay, still kids. 14, 13, 12, 11. That's the age range at the school I'm at, and it's like the sixth graders. I kind of give them a pass. Seventh graders, and seventh grade is a fun time. Seventh grade is a fun time. Eighth grade is not. Eighth grade is like it's kind of like being a senior. I didn't really have a proper senior experience. Not because of COVID, just I was technically because of COVID, but I was doing other things. Wow, bopper. My point is that the kids, they one thing that they do, enjoy. One thing that if you take away from them or you tell them to stop, they will rage, and you will get the most disrespectful, little kid that you can possibly find is when you take away their screens. When you say, hey, no Chromebook right now. Hey, no phone right now. Hey, you can't be on Instagram on your Chromebook. Hey, we're supposed to be doing this. No Pinterest, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Pinterest, no Instagram. It's like, kid, like, I told you no already. And I get it. They're kids. They're going to defy me. But it's like, dude, how... Because it's not like the kid is like, playing a game, or even if he was playing a game, that's bad too. But it's just like, it's like you're fiending for funny video, titties, funny video. Kanye West said what? Ruby Rose did what? Funny video. Ha ha. Boobs. That girl's cute. That girl's hot. Boobs. Anime. Funny video. And it's like, you're feeding for that when you're just, because this is an after school program, an enrichment program. Once you leave here, what are you gonna do? Hop in the car. Your parents are gonna try to ask you, hey son, hey daughter, how was your day? What did you do in school today? How was after school? They're trying to ask you all of this, and you're just on your phone, fucking. I don't want to talk, Mom. I'm having social anxiety over a phone, dude. Like, okay, I guess that brings me into my next point. Is the screens. We're gonna get more detail into social media later, but like, let's talk about the screens aspect, because that's really the point that really kind of woke me up to the whole thing. That really made me want to make this video. Was that, like, dude, like I said earlier, I spend a lot of time on it. at one point in time, I spend a lot of time on the screen. At one point in time, like, I could spend a whole entire day in front of the screen. I know a lot of you do too. And it's something that's not, me personally, I feel like it's not healthy because of what it does to humanity as far as what we strive for and our drive, I feel like. And let me tell you why and how I think this is correlated. Like I was talking about earlier with the social media, not earlier, but like probably like just a minute ago. You're consuming, dude. Movie, like whatever it is that you have on your screen, a video game, it's a piece of media, is what you have on your screen. It's a fucking piece of media, regardless of how you try to spin it, twirl it, or roll it. It's a piece of media, and you're just consuming, hour after hour after hour after hour a day. Just pure consumption. No creation, no generation. Consumption without generation is truly a leech. Well, even leeches generate something, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't study insects, but like at that point you are like, I don't want to call you human scum, but I think, this life, what you can do with your humanity, what you can do as a human, you are peak. What you can do as a human, you're wasting all of it. You're wasting all of it to consume. You actually do not challenge yourself or do not build skills at all when you, from birth, consume until you fucking die. That is a fate that, the generation after us, might see. Because, me personally, I wasn't born with a screen in my hand. I was born a little too early for that. Now, some kids were. I actually have nephews that were. And I hope... And I actually took my nephew for a walk the other day. I took my nephew for a walk actually yesterday. And I try to, I got him off the screen for a little bit. I'm pretty sure he doesn't be on the screen all day at home. I mean, at school, but it's like, you still, doing, whatever, your work on the screen, most likely. I tried to get him off the screen. He was cool about it. We had a conversation. We talked. My nephew's a chill guy. But I did that because I fear, he plays a lot of Fortnite. He spends his whole entire day playing games. If he's not playing games, he's consuming funny video, ha ha, funny video. His algorithm isn't titties and stuff like that, obviously, but it's like, it's like funny video, ha ha, funny video, ha ha, funny video. If anything, I would say that he might see soft porn. He might see soft porn in the sense that, like, he sees, like, things like, these streamers, wearing a very, revealing top because the algorithm. Maybe doing a bathtub stream at when his grew up too fast, fifth grade classmates probably, showed him, and, just, chronically online fifth grader showed him, and, he now has hot tub streams on his algorithm. And that's the crazy part about it all. Like, you guys know about the algorithm. These apps have algorithms, and creators know they have algorithms. And that's another aspect. How long have I been talking? Oh man. Okay, that's another aspect. I gotta get this off. I've been talking for a long time. But look. This is another aspect of it. Look, dude. What I'm trying to hammer home to you is basically social media, technology, screens, all of it, the creators, influencers, the Kai Cenats, the Nicki Minaj's, the Aiden Rosses, the Lil Sean, not the Lil Sean's, the Travis Scotts, the Lil Uzi Verts, all of them. They're getting paid so much money to pretty much enslave you and distract you. Now, I'm using hyperbole here, but not really, because it seems like hyperbole now. It seems like hyperbole now because, you know, it's not on the surface. It's like we know what slavery looked like, so to call it that is like I seem like a fool. But no, on the contrary, we are all free here, at least in America. And, you know, like I said, on the surface. But here's the thing: you spend these people, Kai Cenat, these influencers, these streamers, they make video after video after video, stream up to 8 hours a day with these very catchy, very, you know, bright colors, things that they know will intrigue you and pull you more into that video. You know, the rabbit hole. You've been in at least 20 of those in this year, dude. 20 rabbit holes up to like 3 a.m. No, I'm not even going to say who it is, but I know people who I had close to me at one point who were like that. And really close to me. Like, I had to, you know, stay away from them because that it's not that it started to rub off on me, but it was just one of those things that, like, was like an actual, you know, it caused the divide in between us. I urge you to stop consuming and go outside, create something. You know, the only thing, and that's why I make content like this. When you are doom scrolling on social media, at least you see me. At least you see me, you know, here in front of the camera, trying to, you know, enrich your mind and get you to, you know, look deeper and think deeper about the world around you. And feel it, dude. Come outside, enjoy it. You hear the birds chirping. You want to know why the birds chirping? Because I'm the early bird. The early bird gets the worm. I'm out here with the early birds. You feel me? You get me? Enjoy this life, dude. That's what I want you to understand. Like, it's a new concept. So a lot of people haven't, you know, I feel like really looked in and like put the microscope on, you know, our relationship with it. But trust me, in our generation, I see it. Dude, there's cucks out here, dude. There's real life, like, worthless people, worthless men, worthless women, because of what social media has done to it. There's so much nuance and details I can go into it. Like, for example, the way social media works, as far as an interaction, like in society, as far as how we interact with each other as a community builder, it is the exact opposite, dude. If anything, no, it's a great community builder, but it's like a sect. It's like a sect builder. It's like a, you know, we're these type of people, and we're these very, very niche people. And as we progress with it, it's going to get worse and worse, dude. We're going to get little groups, and they're going to be like little armies of like 15 or sometimes more if you're like a Swiftie or something. Like, you guys got like an army of like billions or something or whatever, yeah? But my point is, dude, look at it. Like you're just, it's like it puts people against each other. But specifically the gender war. Let's talk about the gender war because that's a hot topic, yeah? Yeah? Look, the way social media works, at least from my opinion, is like this. Dude, you have women who post for either attention or, as they would like to say, to empower themselves and, you know, love themselves for themselves. They post it for attention. They post for attention. They just go with it there. They just talk about the women who do post for attention. Okay, the women that do it for themselves, they do it for themselves. But the women that do post it for attention, which I would say is majority, they are selling something. Like, what is the only thing that will keep people interested to look on social media and check out for these women? Why does an Instagram model exist? Why does the Instagram model do this? Answer me this. Riddle me that. Does it make sense? A woman who has a probably paid for body, a very nice looking body, but a probably paid for body, she posts it in a very alluring sexual way. What is that? That's attractive. What does that make you do? It makes you want to look at more. What does that do? Keep you on the app. What does that also mean? It's keeping you on the screen. See how I broke it down there? And that goes for everything. That goes for every type of media that you're consuming. It's meant to keep you on the screen. I know you probably heard this from somewhere before. Okay. Because I don't like when my videos go too long, I'm going to end it here. At least these type of videos. This is where I'm going to end it. I don't think I got to say everything, like all the nuance, like reasons, because it seemed like I'm just telling you guys, like, hey guys, stay off the screens, but I'm not really telling you guys why. Fuck it. I got one more thing. Because I don't want you guys to just feel like I'm just telling you guys, hey, stay off the screens. It's not good for you. Because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not just telling y'all that. Like, there's real reasons. That was evidence number 1. Evidence number 2. Men, this will get on the men's side. Like I said, men consume this. Women post. Why women continue to post and will continue to feed off of social media and love social media and be on social media? It's because they get the attention that they want. Why do men will continue to be on social media and love to stay on social media? Because they get the visual. They just they get the, oh yeah, this is cool, buddy. Like, yeah, and just drone out. Like I said, it's funny video, titties. Kanye West said what? Funny video. That's all it is. And on a deeper level, and now, I'm not saying this is the government. This is not a government, like, oh, this is the government's doing, the government is doing this. Because honestly, I don't know. I think this is just the government might understand this and see this, but not doing anything about it. But I do think this is just simply a product of something new that we, just kind of threw out there, did not know the effects that it would actually have on humanity, and now we're seeing them. And I'm urging, us just to limit our time. I'm not saying get off your screen completely, because, I'm a creator. I'm still going to create. I'm still going to stay on these apps. But what I'm doing is, I'm making the vow, and I hope you guys make the vow with me, to limit my time on these apps to, probably no more than, at least a screen itself, like any screen, at least, probably like 2 hours a day at the most. And that's at the most. No more than 2 hours on any screen. Like, allocated. Well, it's been real, y'all. I'm sorry for rambling. 30 minutes. Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy on my computer. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm glad you came and hung out with me and had this therapy session podcast. Like I said, my name's Akari. If you want more, just do what you do. I'm gonna keep making my videos. Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in later year.